What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. So recently a lot of vaccine stocks has been very popular, including Moderna and Webull. Although these two companies, their stock price has increased a lot recently and have a lot of volatility, when I look into their profitabilities, their net income is still negative, which means they haven't made profit yet. So I think these stocks, although they have high growth potential if they can have their vaccine result approved, but because of the uncertainty of the company's profitability, I will not invest. Instead, I look into several bigger companies like Pfizer, Johnson & Johnson, and Merck, and to see whether there's still opportunity since those larger companies also has done a lot of research and development in new vaccine. So today I want to introduce you guys Pfizer, ticker symbol is PFE. If you guys are interested in this company or stock, please keep watching. So Pfizer is founded in 1949 and it's already have more than 170 years history. Pfizer is an American multinational pharmaceutical corporation headquartered in New York City. It is one of the world's largest pharmaceutical companies. It is listed on New York Stock Exchange and its share has been a component of Dow Jones Industrial Average since 2004. Pfizer ranks number 47 on the 2018 Fortune 500 list of the largest United States corporations by total revenue. The company developed and produced medicine and vaccine for a variety of medical disciplines. It is a research-based global biopharmaceutical company. The company applies science and its global resources to improve health and well-being at every stage of life. The company strives to set a standard for quality, safety, and value in the discovery, development, and manufacture of medicine for people and animals. The company's diversified global healthcare portfolio includes human and animal biological and small molecular medicine and vaccines, as well as nutritional products and many of the world's best-known consumer healthcare brands. Every year, the company works across developed and emerging markets to advance wellness, prevention, treatment, and cures that challenge the most fierce diseases of its time. Pfizer also collaborates with other biopharmaceutical companies, healthcare providers, governments, and local communities to support and expand access, reliability, affordable healthcare around the world. It's one of the largest pharmaceutical companies in terms of revenue, and it has also a big global presence. For example, in Chinese market, it has been the biggest foreign invested pharmaceutical companies. Since Chinese consumers have a lot of confidence to the important medicine, Pfizer also have a big presence in China. Pfizer is a pharmaceutical company that is produce different types of medicine for different diseases, and they also spend a lot of money in R&D. So in terms of revenue, their average revenue would be 50 billion, and in 2019 their revenue is 51 billion. For the net income, it's average more than 10 billion, and in 2019 their net income is 16 billion. As for the profit margin, their average profit margin is around 20% to 40%, and in 2019 their profit margin is 31%. So the company also trying to acquire or merge some of the other big companies in this industry in order to create a synergy effect in terms of medicine production. And last week I saw there's news that the US government has invested in 2 billion in the company for their production of vaccine, and later on when the vaccine has produced, they would provide 100 million vaccines for US people for free. I think that would be a really great news if the vaccine did come out at the end of the year. So there's 3 bull opinions about the company. The first one is the company has one of the strongest brands around the world. Other than some industry which have economy cycle, pharmaceutical company is pretty stable. For example, if there's an energy related company, when the oil price has dropped below zero, they are going to be affected because the revenue will drop significantly. But for pharmaceutical industries, so since human being is a nature that it will naturally get different kinds of disease and would need medicine probably throughout the year, so this industry will not be affected even in recession. The second bull opinion is that the company pay 4% of the dividend, which is pretty high comparing with other pharmaceutical companies. The next ex-dividend date would be July 30th, which means if we buy the stock one day before ex-dividend date, which is July 29th, we are able to earn the dividend for this quarter. And the third bull opinion is the current PE ratio is around 13 and forward PE ratio is also around 13. Comparing with its competitors Johnson & Johnson, the PE ratio is 26 and Merck, the PE ratio is 20. The current PE ratio is relatively cheap. However, there's also some dilemmas of the stock. The first one is the competition, especially in the current phase when a lot of pharmaceutical companies trying to focus on vaccine. They want to be the first to be approved by their vaccine production. I think for this biotech industry, it's really hard to predict whether the company will produce the vaccine or not. I think even the company will produce that, it's just will affect the stock shortly. What really affects the stock price in the long term is their solid financial statement as well as their capability of making continuous cash flow. So in that case, I wouldn't worry about if Pfizer would not be the first to produce vaccine. The second bull opinion would be if the company provide a vaccine or drugs that can heal coronavirus, and later on if more and more people get vaccine, so they will be coronavirus free, and then the company will stop making money. But I feel like it's an ethical dilemma for all those pharmaceutical companies that you really want to cure the patient because it's one of the purpose of this company. But at the same time, if you cure all the patients, you could not continue earning the revenues. I think if at that point the revenue has declined, that still be a good thing because a lot of lives has been saved and people would live a healthier life and they don't need to suffer from the pain from the virus. Here is some bull and bear opinions I've collected, and since my dad also works in pharmaceutical companies, I know that in this industry the profit margin is very high. I think they would need to spend a lot of time in R&D before they can really discover one new medicine and get a patent and then start to earn profit from that patent. Currently, Pfizer stock price is around $37. I think it's a good time to invest in, especially when I look at the chart. The candlestick already break the 200 days moving average, and also the MACD also shows positive asset inflow. So that's why I think it's a good time to buy in terms of long-term investment. But if you're looking for a short-term gain or day trader, maybe other stocks that is more volatile would be much more suitable. I will still continue to watch the vaccine-related news and give you guys an update on that. And also, Pfizer's earnings report will be tomorrow. If there's any interesting findings, I will also give you guys an update. So that is all for today. Thank you guys for watching and I will see you very soon. Bye!